Libras, it seems like there's new opportunity for fun, for you to kind of break away from what you are used to or from a connection, to take time to garner a new perspective or to meet new people and then reconnect with that idea or with that partner when the time comes. It's like you're feeling like you want to do your own thing or just kind of get lost in these new dreamy waters of Pisces season. When I was channeling, the energies that were coming through was of you on roller skates, like very 80s, early 90s type vibe, or like, is it 70s, 80s? Like an 80s vibe was coming through for sure. And then you were holding hands. It's like I was viewing the woman or the divine feminine, and then it let go of its partner. And then it was like in this skate park and looking at all these different people doing amazing tricks and different skills. And you're like, oh, I never would have went down this road had I just kept holding my partner's hand. It's like you need a break almost, and you want to explore different modes of pleasure or see different things or explore different avenues. And then once you went through the skate park, then you merge back and you're with your partner and you're like, oh, I have new stories to tell you, or I have new things I want to share with you, or like, how about we try doing some of that? Like, we don't just always roller skate, but we can try skateboarding. We can try these different new things together. And I think some of you might just, in regards to relationships, whether it's family, friends, lovers, colleagues, you're like, you just need a break. You're like, I love you, but I just want to try something else or see different things or just focus on me for a little bit. That was definitely coming through. And the notion of kind of pulling back and looking at the bigger picture also came through, Libras. I saw you on a hot air balloon. It was like going up and up and up, and then you're able just to kind of like see, it's like you were looking at fields and crops, and then you're able to see a message that was kind of like ingrained into the field, but you obviously couldn't see that if you're in the field. If you're in this kind of farmland, you needed to take that air balloon to gain a greater perspective. And like the fact that it wasn't a city or mountains, but it was actually a field and crops makes it more sense. That's linked in with that earth energy, with time, energy, and money, of like maybe you're not seeing something as clearly as you could be because you are either tied down or connected to something that's not currently serving you. And pink kept coming through in terms of course, our heart chakra, focusing on love. And again, it's not saying that you're going to break up necessarily in that relationship or in that duo, but you need time to focus on the bigger picture, whatever that means for you, and to explore different avenues to then come back and be a better partner or to elevate both of you in that relationship, right? And that could, of course, be family, love, career, health, manifest differently for everyone. And then the last thing that came through was August, which was very, I know, a bit in the future, about 6 months, 5 months from now, August 8th specifically. So if there's something that you're wanting to create, or just kind of like that date means something special for you in terms of like an anniversary, or even like sobriety is coming through. Some of you have been like, oh yeah, like I'm now maybe starting on a sobriety journey, or really focusing on my health in a different way. That could also be like a date that is more meaningful to you, or just owning your power when it comes to Leo season, or kind of channeling that Leo energy of independence or courage, or going after what you want in this moment, okay? Great. The cards that I pulled, I'm using the Steel Wizard Tarot deck. I intuitively felt called just with the different messages and the minor and major arcana that can come up. So we have the Six of Pentacles with the Maiden of Pentacles. And then this card came out sideways, which I found interesting. It's the Universe, but pulled sideways. So really looking at our money, our investments, how we're balancing time and energy as well. I think it's with the Maiden as well. It's like maybe we're not actively telling people what we're investing our time, energy, and money to, maybe kind of keeping it low key. And this kind of energy of not necessarily being secretive, but not having to tell everyone everything has been coming up for a few different signs. And with this Pisces new moon that's coming up on March 2nd, it is the most magical, most auspicious new moon of the entire year, because we have that moon conjunct Jupiter in Pisces. So if you've been maybe intuitively feeling called that you want to invest into something or plant that seed or invest into a certain course or a mentor or a stock or whatever that may be, knowing that this money is always going to come back to you. It's always going to be balanced. And it's also interesting too, because in that kind of roller skating download, I saw the feminine let go of the masculine. And so maybe you're just like, I'm tired of working so hard. I'm tired of like investing and grinding and doing everything. Maybe I just want to like have some fun and speak my money, or like have conversations around money or different opportunity, but not need to work so much, and maybe using that charm in the air modality that Libra possesses to bring in more opportunity, greater collaborations, more alliances. So you might just find yourself talking about money more and attracting energy that it's in alignment. I also like this figure as well, just in terms of like that conspicuousness. Like she is camouflage, she is like in the fields or in nature, and she has this kind of crystal pendant. So with that energy, really making sure that our mind and our intuition is crystal clear, so that we know exactly who and where to have those conversations, the exact timing. Part of me is like, which is very Libra, like in a spa and you're with someone and you're just like, now is the time I need to have that conversation, or now is the time I need to pitch myself to this superior or to this person that I know would be a great alignment. That's what I'm kind of thinking. It's like you need time away from a friend or a partner or a family member so that you can go and be your Libra self and not have to worry about taking care of them or taking their opinion into account. It's like I need to be on my own for a little bit to make these money moves. Definitely. And having the universe show up sideways, it's like, for me, it's almost like the universe is waiting for you to act, for it to respond. It's like you truly are co-creating with the universe. We're just a mirror of the universe of itself. And so with everything, and I mean, it's interesting that the universe came up sideways, and that we also have the Six of Pentacles representing balance in our energy, in our finances, giving and receiving. How are you wanting to play, period? And then how are you wanting to co-create with the universe to bring in greater opportunity and expansion that's in alignment with what you're wanting to create? The next three cards, Libra, we have the Three of Swords with the Strength card and the Ten of Pentacles. And so part of me might be feeling, or that you might be feeling, Libra, is like, I don't have the strength, I don't have the power, these like self-sabotaging, limiting beliefs. Part of you might be feeling of like letting go of a Leo or separating that connection right now. The Three of Swords can represent heartbreak or separation of some kind. For me, in this case, it does feel like an ego death, where it's like, you know how powerful you are. You're not going to allow that voice or those thoughts to diminish what you are cultivating, what power you are stepping into. So for me, yes, it could be a separation from potentially even someone who's domineering or egotistical. But I also think it's our own, we have to pull those wounds out of our hearts and make sure that we have the strength to stand up on our own 2 feet. We have that opportunity to do so. And so that's something as well I want you to focus on, Libras, of in whatever area of your life this Pisces season, where do you maybe need to stand on your own 2 feet and not rely on other people, knowing that, yes, you're meant to connect, you're meant to have all these beautiful relationships, but where can you maybe take that path to honor your skill set, your power, and cultivate that, so that when you show up on the other side of that journey, you're going to be that much more stronger and magnetic to attract greater love, greater employment opportunity, more money. It does seem like any kind of fear or doubt that you have, or any kind of past hurt or opportunities that didn't work out in your favor, we're now rewriting the script to bring us into greater levels of expansion and love and opportunity. So you're not just doing the work right now for a short-term gain. The lessons that we are learning moving forward, potentially all the way up until Leo season, are cultivating a greater foundation for everything to land on. Okay? I'm gonna pull 2 more cards to see what else is coming through. 2 more cards for Libras, please. Yeah, there's something definitely there with Leo. I just saw a pendant with like a lion on it, kind of like Gryffindor, the symbolism from Harry Potter. It could also just be courage, that you're being called to act courageously and knowing that that strength and that power is already within inside you. Okay. Yes. I saw the image of a spider weaving a web. And I also think like that kind of Black Widow archetype is very Libra, a little bit of Scorpio in there too, of course. It's like this seductive, enchanting energy where it's like you're weaving this perfect web to capture, to manifest whatever you're trying to catch. And so that's also something I want you to be aware of, Libras, is maybe you need to honor your strength, to honor your power, to have some independence and alone time to be like, what is it that I'm wanting to create just for me in this moment that I'm going to attract, that I then can later share with whoever you want to share that with. Yeah, it just seems pretty evident that you are going to be taking some time alone or leaving someone or something this Pisces season. We have the 8 of Cups with the 6 of Cups. And so kind of noting as well, Libras, in terms of like, if you had old lovers come back into your life during this Venus retrograde, or old types of relationships, so it might not be the same person that came back, but you keep attracting the same type of archetype, or maybe the same type of power-hungry individual, or egotistical person, or narcissistic person, or lazy person into your life again and again and again. Maybe looking back to your childhood, your inner child, very evident with the 6 of Cups, or why you keep welcoming in that person into your life again and again and again. Because you're meant to, quite literally, it's like, I'm going to be doing this alone for a little bit, or I need to have time alone so I can figure out what I truly want. That just kind of seems to keep coming up again and again. That can even be just taking a retreat or some alone time, being like, I need to just have this moment for me to really honor what's coming through. Let's look at your bottom card. Yeah, King of Wands. That's you, Libra, in your highest form of being this leader, being this energy that people want to be around so that you can pick and choose the types of people that you connect with. And again, interesting, we kept talking about Leo and Lions. So even if it's not a Leo in your life per se, that Leo archetype in its most benevolent form is so joyous and happy and wants to be around other joyous and happy individuals. But if maybe you're not honoring that star power, that shine, then it might attract other lower forms that take advantage of you or that are not reflecting your worth back to you. It's like you want to really embrace that solar energy and walk away from or separate connections or thoughts that are not in alignment with that. Okay? Boom. That is our general reading for this Pisces season. If this reading resonated and you want to leave a thank you through a tip or a donation, it's always appreciated. The link to our PayPal can be found in our bio. If you would like a resource to dive into this auspicious new moon energy, our Pisces New Moon Workshop can be found on our website. And currently, our books are closed for one-on-one readings. They will, however, reopen in April, so stay tuned for that announcement. And if you'd like to be added to our waitlist in the event that a spot opens up before then, you can head to our website under the Contact Us tab and just leave a message for us there, okay? Fabulous. Libras, thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely rest of your Pisces season, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.